Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to the Slowest Blitz, where we are playing Asphodel. It's turn 61, and we got a little bit of stuff going on. The steady decline, kind of awaiting our death, trying to do stuff, but, we're still noodling around with some stuff. We have a bunch of magic items, a kind of like smattering of things that we have received from Nabah for various amounts of gems. So most of this is just stuff to play around with and noodle around with our the fuck is he called, the big undead two-headed guy. But some slave hearts mixed in there as potential uses for future battles, etc., etc. There's also some pretty big news. So a dire portent goes up from Abysia, and this is Second Son. So, if you're not familiar with Second Son, let's take a quick look at this. Caster creates a huge ball of fire in the sky. The Second Sun will always shine day and night, resulting in severe effects across the entire world. Provinces will become hotter and drier every turn until the Second Sun is destroyed. Each turn increases heat scales throughout the world. Cave provinces will only get up to 1 step hotter. What the fuck does that mean? It means that the world's gonna bake and people are gonna start to die. And this has caused a bit of a fuss in the game. We obviously don't care that much, because we're not gonna be losing income because we don't have any income. We're not gonna really be losing population because we already don't have any population. So, yeah. But this has immediately made Abysia quite a few enemies. This is kind of one of those types of global spells where it's like, putting it up just puts a target on your back immediately, which I do believe the player intended, in fairness. So, not any surprise there. But, No, I'm kind of like thinking about the situation. Like the player definitely intended to just fuck with people. I believe the player probably believes that they're not in a position to win the game anymore, and now they're just having fun, fucking around. But the inevitable second half of the fuck around is finding out. I'm pretty sure they know what they're about to find out, and that is who's gonna come to kill them. So yeah, we'll see. It's not gonna be us. We're busy, but immediately other people are like, okay, that's not good. We're gonna handle that. So we'll see how that actually turns out for Abysia. I think it's kind of funny. Proclamation from Agartha. Got a new prophet. We got a couple of battles. We are attacked in Forbidden Forest. So Agartha moves his army from Imicton over to Forbidden Forest. We got nothing going on here, so no big deal there. We are attacked in Sitha. So man comes in with his roving pile of Kushis and monks to do the terrible killing, but there's only 1 PD there. We attack the barbarians in Troturn with some mannequins. There's a lot of barbs here. We're going to lose a lot of mannequins, but we should win. Oof. My throat. Yeah. So we lose a lot of mannequins, but, it's just throwaway at this point. Lose 47 mannequins. Honestly, not a bad trade, all things considered, truth be told. So we take that province back, and we get attacked in Lovendalen. By kind of like a little weird mixed party. Couple of Knights of Avalon here, couple of Kushis, bunch of Landless Knights, bunch of monks. And they'll take that 1 PD without any issues. Unexpected event in Monarch Woods. So we get 8 Astral Pearls, that's kind of nice. And then an unexpected event in Shadowglade. We get an assassination attempt on a target, but we don't get any battle. Who was that? That was Vanarus? Yeah, well, Vanarus still exists, so I don't know what's up with that. That seems a little strange to me. But, you know, it is what it is. We patrol out several scouts. Where they in Bycliff? Ah, Bycliff and Shadowglade. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so the fort in Forbidden Forest is cracked. There's nothing there. We are going to toss a bunch of mannequins and some draconians over at Emicton. With what we're sending here, we will not crack it, or we should, sorry, crack it in a single turn. So it's kind of like a situation of, if he wants to bounce back and forth between these, you know, sure, cool, whatever. They aren't something that we care about that much. I mean, we get some earth gems and some nature out of Emicton. We get a library, which we're not using, out of Forbidden Forest. I probably should have just sold Forbidden Forest to, like, Vanarus or something like that a while back for, like, some high stakes. But it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, he is marching southward. And here's the thing. We've been talking and obviously trading with Nabaa for quite a while. Nabaa is gonna fight Agartha. So it's a reasonably good target for Nabaa. I think Nabaa is quite a bit more powerful than Agartha at this point. And it gets them more territory. So it's kind of a situation where it's just kind of like an easy choice. I guess, I don't know. I'm trying to make it not sound like this is me putting people up to things, because it's really not. Like, this is a Nabaa decision. I'm just talking to Nabaa about it, and, you know, kind of hoping that they'll take Agartha off my hands. I want to fight Agartha. We wanted to fight Agartha, but Agartha seems kind of like insistent that they're not gonna fight me. They're just gonna like raid around. So it's kind of at this point of like, okay, fine. Well, if you're not gonna fight me, I could march my stuff out of my territory and go be punitive in your territory. That's would not be the first time I just completely abandoned my capital in a game to go march on somebody else's capital, take that capital, and then live there. I just don't think it's gonna work out in this particular instance. So, you know, hopefully, I say hopefully, I think Nabaa takes Agartha, and, you know, then we don't have Agartha to deal with anymore. So we're gonna try to keep eyes on that. I'm hoping that that is how it works out. And in the meantime, we will try to deal with this southern Agarthan army, which I don't think is going to be difficult for us to do. It's just a matter of, will they actually give me a fight? In other news, we're gonna ping Mountains of Mist just to be annoying. We're gonna pop back into Lovendalen and into Sitha. Again, just to try to alleviate the pressure from Man, make sure he's not just sitting there constantly getting the resources from them. And we're doing a couple of other things. This guy, the Etten Mandragora. So we've been futzing around, kind of kidding him out with stuff. So we got a couple of different things going on with him. The main thing we have going on with him is very high fear, right? So he's got fear 15, which I think is kind of interesting. So higher fear value results in a fear that has a larger area of effect. Right? So he's capped on fear morale penalty, but we can still grow his fear in size. So we're kind of just noodling around with him, trying to make him into some sort of an annoyance that maybe ends up being a thing. We also have, and I don't know if this is going to work, but we also got the Master's Athema? I don't know. And we're utilizing it primarily for the partial life drain, because it still hits pretty fucking hard. I think that works. Like, where does it say? Oh, it doesn't say right there. They lack life force and are unaffected by certain spells. But I think they can still regain life from life drain. I'm not entirely sure. So we're maybe going to like play around with that and test. Someone probably knows the answer. I could probably look it up. But not super worried about it. Alternatively, we can take that off of him, and along with those hearts that we got, we can create a little communion. We do have some blood slaves. There's just not a crazy lot we can do with them, considering we have no blood magic. But you know, it wouldn't be difficult for us to pop into something like Blood 3 or something like that. You know, maybe do some like pain transfer or something. I just don't know that it's something that we're actually gonna do. Mostly just noodling around. So we're making more Carrion Centaurs, both in Asphodel and in Shadowglade. We are summoning some more Draconians. We're kind of just starting to use our gems. Summoning more Draconians. Starting to summon some Vile Waters. We'll make a little gelatinous cube army. Seems like fun. Some Boots of the Messenger, primarily for this guy. Although we might actually make Boots of the Messenger for more people. I have no idea why I'm making Boots of the Messenger on fucking Lucky. I guess I just don't care about the amount of research I have spread between people. Additionally, Boots of the Messenger could be utilized on our gray ones to help them keep up with the army. And then we're sending a, because I thought I did this last turn, but I did not. I thought I left someone behind. We're sending a Dryad Hag over to Shade Forest. Oh no, we already have a temple there. I did do this. When the fuck did I do this? Oh, I did it the same turn. I did it when I was, okay. I remember now. I did it when I was summoning the castle at the same time. So, we're sending this Dryad Hag over here because she's gonna start doing Carrion Centaurs so that we have Carrion Centaurs in Shade Forest generating more mannequins. Basically, we have the option of, can we... How to say this? We have the option of more... Right. Parse the thoughts. Alright. 5 turns ago, I thought I was going to be dead in 10 turns or less. Because I thought Agartha was going to come at me hard again, and I thought Man was going to jump in on that as well. So, my thought process there was, okay, when we dump gems, we're probably going to dump gems for immediate power. Now, it feels like they're making the conscious decision to just not fight me. And slowly, like, whittle me down and probably, like, pressure me with Dominion and things like that. If that's the case, I think I can hold out for quite a bit longer. So, if they're going to go for that, rather than dumping gems into immediate power, I feel like we might be able to dump gems into long-term power. Not like long-term power. But if I dump 8 gems into a Carrion Centaur, and that Carrion Centaur is producing 3 mannequins per turn, then, you know, 10 turns from now, that's 30 mannequins for the price of 8 gems. And if I do that successively over a couple of different turns, we can actually start kind of doing what we were talking about previously, which is the concept of just producing a couple hundred mannequins every single turn. Or not a couple hundred every single turn, but getting to the point where we're producing a lot of mannequins comparative to where we are right now. So this is something that I should have done 40 turns ago. If I had done this 40 turns ago, we would be in a very different place right now. Learn from my mistakes. Spend your gems. Get Mother Oak, first of all, and spend your gems. Focus on getting Mother Oak, and then spend your gems. So yeah, I could instead, like, start going for more Carrion Lords. They would give us combat power as well, like caster combat power, as well as the ability to reanimate. And we could maybe, you know, like, shoehorn our way up into enough research speed to maybe pick up another couple things here or there. I don't think it's gonna matter. And I'm kind of just noodling around. I kind of, at this point, want to see how many Carrion Centaurs I can get. Because it's kind of this concept of, like, look, if they just refuse to kill me, and they let this keep going for another, the game goes for another 30 turns or some dumb shit, then I could actually start generating just an obscene amount of mannequins. I don't think that's gonna happen, but if it does, right, like, I'm gonna die anyways. So let's go for the long shot of, oh, they just left me alone, and now I'm generating, 200, 300 mannequins a turn, right? Like, and if that were to happen, that would be incredibly funny to me. But, that would be like 100 fucking Carrion Centaurs, so that's definitely not going to happen. But, we'll see. Maybe we can start getting close to that concept. As it is, we already have pretty large, like, chaff armies. So, we'll see how it goes. Is there anything else really going on? No, not really. We're continuing to kind of, like, make our way towards our army of rats kind of weird play. And that's about it. So, yike. I like the fire effect coming off over here. The Eternal Pyre. It's kind of like, it's the cool situation of what can you see from space. And you can see the, what is that, Gates of Horn and Ivory. Kind of cool. Mother Oak still up? Mother Oak is still up. Can't see it? It's not. Maybe it's underground this time? Yeah, it's actually in Abysia this time. Yeah, you can you can see them from space. Underground. Weird. Alright, anyways, that's it. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.